Good early morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. So happy that you could join me today. We're going to jump right into the reading. So the cards that I'm using today are the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Very fond of this deck, and the Gilded Tarot, Golden Gilded Tarot, I think, the little ones. And then the Rumi card. I had channeled on my previous recording that I would pull us a Rumi message, and finally got the okay to share this morning. I am very excited because Rumi is an energy that I resonate with. I like to read his work, and it's extremely powerful. If you don't know who Rumi is, I would strongly encourage you to do some research on this beautiful poet, philosopher. He was an intuitive. He was a man of many, many talents who lived in the 1200s, and very advanced for his time, and just exuded love and pure divine energy. And love is what we need, right? That's what heals everything. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true in terms of a vibration, and everybody seeks it. And this is probably the most popular, most sought after topic and energy out there. For anyone that would argue that it is something that is kind of superficial or unimportant. It's not that I think anyone would use those actual words, but sometimes I feel if we're struggling with it, we do kind of have a wounded relationship with it and with the energy itself. And so we struggle, and sometimes it comes out like that. So it's important to always, do our mindfulness work and be aware and lean into the feelings versus reject or resist. And this is not a judgment. It's just I've been there. I've done all of those things, and without success. And once I released and just allowed myself to open up after a pretty serious life-threatening experience, it altered, and it basically kind of shook me to my core and made me see everything in a different way. So it was my higher self, obviously challenging me to face these things that I just continuously was refusing to do. So sometimes these things happen in our lives when we're ready, finally. And so I'm grateful for that. And as a result of that experience, that's how my gifts came back online. So let's channel the message today. Again, I'm just going to preface that there is some karmic energy on the board. So if you're not somebody that likes to hear about that or connect with it in any way, then you can click off now. But for others who are open to it because you want to learn and grow and better understand your situation, if this resonates and if this helps you, then please stay. We're going to reset everything here. Just going to move a couple of things here. So if you've been waiting for a masculine energy to make some shifts and changes, he's ready to do that. And I think that it's long overdue. But again, no judgment. It's just to say that I think that there was a significant amount of clearing that this person needed to do their karmic work in order to be able to come to you fully ready to embrace somebody like you who has healed at the level you've healed, who's ready for a sacred union. You are higher divine counterparts who I think have always had this timeline and union available to you should you have chosen to embrace it in the way that is available to you. It's destined. So when you both choose it, you will manifest it, and you will have all the help that you need to reach that goal. So I feel like you're very close to that, and the messages today I can't wait to learn more about, to help us better understand for those who are facing perhaps one last final clearing or some blocks or interference, that you can push through it. So I feel like they want me to start with the karmic energy, and this is the karmic energy that I picked up on right away. This is you, okay? This is you as well, and this embodies both you and this other person, okay, that you're interested in, that you love and care about deeply, and You both are ready to face what is required because you both want this union, okay? And you're both seeking love in the way that you feel it with each other. And you've never felt this love in this way with anyone else, because I do think that all the relationships bring something unique to the table. I think the Tower is an experience and an energy that's being felt by everyone right now because this is new energy. And I know this person looks like this person here, but I sense it's more this person. But I do feel everyone's energies in this card. And we'll come back to that in a minute. But I think it's the shock of the century. I think that this karmic had a very strong hold on your person, even if they weren't in a relationship anymore. I feel like this person really made your person feel guilty in a lot of ways for the dissolution. I don't know if that's a word, but the end of their relationship, like the divorce, the separation, the breakup, whatever. And this person has had a really difficult time letting go. And I feel this person's very trickster energy, and so has done a lot of things. And this is past life. So this has followed this person, your person of interest, for many, many lifetimes, constantly showing up at a pivotal point in this person's life where the person's at a crossroads for change. And this is a temptress energy. So, to the unhealed, it would be very tempting for all of the wrong reasons. So I feel like the person really understands, your person of interest really understands this now, and is ready to move forward with you and has done all the work. And if it took a long time, that's why. He really needed to find his way on his own without you being there, because it's too easy when we're there for these types of people, to project everything onto us and we're to blame for, all that stuff. I don't want to even talk about any of that. But that's all the stuff that happened here. So your person's ready to be in the flow, is ready for this union, is clearing his timeline, but for his lineage, because he doesn't want his children to ever have to suffer like this, because I feel like it was a very excruciatingly painful breakup, in that I think he realized very quickly, or she realized very quickly, it was a rebound, it was a mistake, and it took a long time to get out of it. And this person is still a trickster energy, still trying to fuel the narrative and put all this information out there to everybody, that all these things, right? When this person's actually moved on and is already gone, because they've connected with you, and this is your energy here, your combined energy. You both want this, all right? And you channel the energy for each other in a way that's perfect and it's beautiful, and you're manifesting the dream that you both want for your life, for the next part of your life. And this is a union that's going to last a very long time. This isn't anything like this here, okay? And it's funny because, and it's not to make fun, obviously, but it's funny because when I was looking at this card, her hands are like, what do you mean? Like, what? This isn't working. And even the deer's like walking away from her, and now I'm realizing is looking over here at you, Divine Feminine. This is you. And she tried to heal, I think, and was hanging on to this other person as a means to heal, but that's not how you heal. She's very codependent and hadn't healed from her previous relationship when she entered into this one, and kind of got fixated on your person. So what I'm talking about is you necessarily wouldn't have been involved. You may not even have met your person, but if you knew this person, you weren't in contact or anything like that when these two got together, okay? So it was very quick, they connected quickly, and it was kind of rushed, and she was very kind of leeching and hanging on, and just like love bomb. I'm seeing like her moving in her stuff, and he's kind of like, whoa, what's going on here? And didn't really have the strength to say no, because this person I feel is very soft and docile, and insecure in a lot of ways, so didn't really want to lose her because he wanted to be in a relationship, but so just kind of went along with it. Before he knew it, he was kind of stuck. So I feel like that's all old energy I'm talking about. And so I feel like now whatever tactics used to work aren't working anymore. And that's just like, what? What do you mean? Very confused. And she's trying to ignite everything, but it's not working. And she needs to heal. So her team's around her and isn't going to give up on her because they want her to transform out of this energy. And that's a thing of the past, and she needs to move on, but she's struggling. So you and your person are done with this tower. Okay, you're done dealing with her and this karmic contract and all the stuff, you know. The divine, and see how the feather fell here, and the divine is now, and your team is now coming in to safeguard your position with this person because he's chosen you, she's chosen you, viewer, and you are the favored one in that this is who he wants to be with moving forward. And there's a lot of strength and power with your union. And this card here is everything is smooth sailing, and all of these crystals are going to assist with this moving forward in the right direction. This is your soul contract, okay, and it's protected. It's your sacred temple as well. And it's very important that you use all the tools to keep your temple safe, okay? And you'll know what I mean spiritually and physically, okay? So there is no cause for concern anymore because there is a very clear separation, and the guides are going to continue to clear all the cords and clear all the junk that was dumped in your person's life and fields as a result of this energy here and everything that she's done in the past and currently trying to do to get back in. There's no way and there's no opportunity for that. Okay, so we're going to protect you here. You have created a very strong barrier for yourself. So everything that you're doing to keep yourself safe, it's working. If you are somebody that's aware that there was black magic, just know that you embody the light in such a way that it can't even touch you. And I don't want to diminish the pain around being having that sent to you and the intention set to cause harm to you, because it is real and it hurts. But at the same time, the only way to beat it is to really understand who you are and just emanate that love and light from within, and it blasts it away, because the vibration of love is stronger than anything. Both my ears rang and I saw like light emanating from my entire head, but shooting out, almost like a sun ray, like rays of a sun, like that was really interesting. So I feel like that could have been a clearing for me as well, with my understanding of that, and maybe finally myself accepting that within me, because I've dealt with stuff like this for multiple people, and I really struggled because I'm very sensitive and very intuitive and very open and can feel a lot at a very deep level. Could always sense it. I could always sense I could hear what they were saying. I could see what they were doing, like remote viewing. I could feel it as well in my energy. And then once it was finished, in the very beginning, when I didn't know what it was until I learned about it, it did have some pretty serious effects. But as I understood and learn how to protect myself and increase my vibration and do all the work that I needed to do for myself, it eventually had no power anymore over me, and I just sent it off. And now it's not something I even think about, and even when I sense it, I just shine my light and it's gone. And I stay focused on me. I don't focus on it. You can't focus on it because it just feeds energy to it. So I don't like talking about those things, but I feel it is important because we can't be ignorant to it. We can't be uneducated. It's important to know what's out there and to understand what it is and to be able to do what you need to do to stay healthy and strong and stable, okay? And we know that people that do that, it's coming from a very wounded place. Not that it's okay and that I excuse it by no means, but um, you know, it's very sad. Very, very sad. So you've rebuilt your structure, like I said, in a way that is so beautiful and magnanimous that nothing and nobody will ever be able to come between this union here. And this is what she's trying to do. She's still going to try and do it. So that's a warning that that's not going to stop here for a little period of time, because if you haven't come into full union yet, you will. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. It might peak again when you do, because this person, I think, is accustomed to getting in this person's head and having, like, I'm seeing a puppet with strings and her manipulating and doing all these things that worked before. It's not going to work anymore, and it's not working right now, and that's why she's kind of perplexed. But just know that your person is quite capable of standing up for himself now, and is able to see clearly and knows exactly what this person's all about now, and knows that he needs to have very, very healthy boundaries. So he's definitely ready to leave this behind, and we've created more of a space here for that for you. So just trust that your guides, your ancestors, are actively working to keep everything aligned perfectly for you. And so you'll be safeguarded, and this will be a thing of the past. This person will not ever be able to come back, and we're just going to neutralize her ability to move right now. We're just going to clear everything that she's going to even say and do, okay? So I work with crystals. That's how I kind of tackle things as well. I set the intention that way, so it works because of that reason. You see that space there? That's beautiful. And this is a reset for you, and you're going to fill in the gap here for yourselves in whatever ways works for you. So this is kind of my grid for my situation, but certainly you're going to fill, viewer, the space here for yourselves. So let's come back here very quickly. So your strength and your courage and your know-how, you're resilient and very, very intelligent. And because you were open to learning and, like I said, didn't put your head in the sand, you were able to overcome all of what was sent to you. Okay, do you see how? Yeah. So gifts that are coming to you from this person, that other person has already kind of tried to embed some sort of spell to bring harm to the items that are going to be shared with you, you with him. So just know that we're going to break that spell right now. Release the cords. So I just saw the cords release, which is great. Archangel Michael's coming forward. So if you're open to his energy and assistance, he'll help right now. He'll provide a clearing. It's much better. There we go. All right. So he finds you, or she finds you, to be very loving. You speak the truth, and everything that you emanate heals. Everything you touch heals. Very powerful. And this isn't something that you think about, you just embody it because of who you are. All right. And this person is so intrigued by your gifts and wants to learn more and wants to hear you talk. It's a lot about your words here. It's powerful. And these two portals here, look. One represents you and one represents your counterpart. He feels strong when you're around him. He knows that you've got his back, okay? And that he can overcome everything. And he's looking to the future. And this is a sacred traveler's oracle here. And you see, it's beautiful because it reminds me of the winter right now and like the Christmas season, like the Santa sleigh there. Everything is smooth sailing. And it's imminent, so change is readily on its way, and it's actively working right now. You connect to your guides, both of you, in a way that is perfect. He knows this union's sacred, it's special, and he treats it as such. And he knows exactly what that other energy is about, and he's not going to allow that person to interfere in his life the way that she was before. So just be reassured and know that this is something that you both want, and you're both manifesting it in the right way. And your guides right now are fighting this, the dark energy that is been sent on down the timeline, or that could be kind of in the fields right now. So we're just going to allow a few seconds here for the guides to clear everything out for us, for you. Right? It's fantastic. We're going to cleanse the portals as well and reset them. So after you complete this, viewing this video, everything will be reset for you. It's timeless, so this will apply to you when you come into contact with the video, okay? Every nook and cranny is protected. Don't worry. You're good. You'll be all right. So now our dear friend Rumi is wanting to share a message with us. So this is Alana Fairchild's artwork, and she channeled additional information to Rumi's work. This is called the Sacred Phoenix Heart, number 21. So it's a balancing of this union, this sacred union, okay? Number 3, mind, body, and spirit, that unity consciousness, that Christ consciousness. You are divine beings here on mission, and in addition to your mission work, you were also on a mission of love for yourselves, for each other, to learn about this true love in a physical form, okay? So you're coming back home to self in a lot of ways, but coming back to this original love. So I will read not the whole message, because this is why they had me cover up the words as well. It's very important for us to use these tools in a way that is less reliant on the person who created it, okay? We say thank you to the person who created it, but it's a channel for you specifically. So it's important for you to use it however it resonates with you, and be open to receiving messages that might be a little bit different, okay? So I only want to read Rumi's words. I'm not going to read anything that came from Alana Fairchild, because that is not what the message was intended for. This message is unique to the people that I'm channeling for right now. And Rumi is surrounding us with his love as well, because he wants to increase that frequency in your field. And I'm seeing him giving you and your person a hug, okay? And he's pushing this other person away, but he's saying, I will speak with this person later, meaning he may try to connect with that other person in a way that he knows, because he's lived many lives. He's a very advanced soul, so he would know perhaps different ways to try and connect with this person, to help this person focus on himself or herself. And I'm seeing a mirror, and I'm seeing crying, and to be able to really tap into where that pain comes from and why that pain is there. And it's always about love and a failure of a need that wasn't met somewhere, along the way. We all have encountered it. So that's why we have to be compassionate with everybody. Doesn't mean that we tolerate people mistreating us. It just means understand, separate, have the boundary, and just leave that stuff with them, and don't think about it anymore, Okay. So I appreciate that, Rumi. Thank you. That'll be really, that helps to make me feel better knowing that person will help support moving on, because it'll feel much better when the person can let go. It does, because until the person does, like I said, you might feel like little things here and there, and that's distracting, and that's not good. Okay. So let's see. Sacred Phoenix Heart. Under the cover of blood, love veils many rose gardens. In total faith, love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Reason says the world is limited in 6 directions. There is no way out. Love says there is a way, and I have traveled it many times. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. So I got chills, and I have a little rose there that's in the corner that I grabbed from my dish here that I had no way to know. And I was happy to see that there was mention of roses here, because that essence of the rose is embedded in Rumi's energy. So he's embedding in that rose energy as well in this reading here, and for all of you who are going to receive the energy and the love here. So like I said before, the last part here where it says I have traveled it many times, I picked up on that earlier with this union here, that you have traveled this earth plane many times, and you've incarnated many times, and we're multidimensional, so you're also in other timelines probably trying to figure it out as well. And so it's finally landing itself here in such a way that you've figured it out. All of the elements are in play intact perfectly for this to finally manifest and as a whole energy. Okay. And you don't doubt this anymore. You have faith. You believe finally. And because there's a letting go of all the pain and suffering, and all you want to hang on to and invest is this new love. It's a new love again, but it's an old love. It'll succeed. And when we have Rumi, somebody like Rumi on our side, like you can't fail. You'll succeed. So I encourage you to read a lot more of his work, because it's very powerful, and I quite like it. And I know he's very popular again, which is always interesting to me when somebody as old as him's words still resonate today. It's how we know it's true and it's divine, and we thank him so very much. And Alana Fairchild as well for channeling his energy and keeping his memory alive. I appreciate that, and appreciate the artwork here as well, because this artwork doesn't belong to him. I believe it's somebody that would have worked with her for her deck. So thank you to that artist as well. So I just want to close up this reading with light language. I'm going to seal everything first, just because of the nature of what we talked about, and I want to make sure moving forward and when we click off that everything is safe. All right. So I'm getting to do a nice clean smudge, after this reading as well, just to make sure that you clear anything that might have been missed. Because sometimes if people don't understand or believe in light language, there could be some weaknesses on the other end. So just because that's what I set for myself, whatever you set for yourself, use that tool, okay? Just want to make sure that you're safe. And I'm just getting to pull one more card. 1 second, I'll be right back. Hi, sorry, back. So I just decided to smudge for us here. So thank you to Mother Gaia for this beautiful Palo Santo that we have the blessing of receiving today. Thank you. So 2 cards came out, and again, I was really happy to see that deer, and deer represent the divine for me and pure innocence and love. So again, you see how that deer is looking this way, is fixated on you, and this represents you, divine feminine, and I feel like you have the wisdom that is also going to assist as the high priestess to carry this spiritual union into full fruition here. Because there's a lot that this person is wanting to understand, that he or she feels but doesn't quite comprehend in an intellectual way, and they want to. This isn't me saying go in, you'll trust your intuition. You have to be really careful with topics like this with people who may not resonate with it or understand it fully. You'll know, or, listen to them. If they ask questions, then provide the information. Okay, so divine wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom and know that it guides me towards my highest good. So they know that you know the way. You're the leader. They're going to follow your lead and they want you to take the lead. Okay, so yes, yes, yes. In mystical journey, I am on a mystical journey. On each step brings me closer to my true self. Yeah, exactly. So it's touching this Rumi card. And so your gifts, share them with the world. The divine wants you to. The moon supports you, the sun supports you, the elements, the animals, everything is perfectly in place for you to be able to move forward and have joy, and you'll have peace finally once you are able to embody that energy, okay? You've come a long way, and it's time, and everything will be safeguarded for you, all right? So on that note, I wish you all the very best, and if you celebrate the Christmas holiday, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and surround yourself with love, joy, and peace, and be giving. All right, everyone. We'll chat again real soon. Thank you.